Hi everyone, it's Chris here from Gardening at the Simongetti North, where it's still a winter wonderland here in central northern lower Michigan. And it's actually warmer today, a blustery 27 degrees it's a heat wave for us. It's been like -5, things like that. It's been very cold. And so in today's video, it is my first pressure canning video of 2025. I am making teriyaki chicken meal in a jar. It's dark because there is soy sauce in it, which is very dark, and chicken and all the sauce ingredients that make this what it is. So if you want to see how to make the teriyaki chicken following a recipe, and I'll show you the book that I'm following. And yeah, keep watching this video. We'll get right to it. Oh, also stay till the end as I actually open one of these up and plate it up and do a taste test. So if you want to see how this tastes at the end, make sure you watch to the end. All right, so let's get to it and I'll show you how I did this. So in this video, I have just about 9 pounds of chicken. Should be 10 for doubling the batch because I'm planning on doubling the batch. We have brown sugar, sesame seed oil, ginger, garlic powder, honey, soy sauce, non-iodized salt, rice vinegar, and mirin for this recipe. So I'm getting the recipe from this canning book, Angie Schneider, and the recipe is on page 137, and I'm doing the teriyaki chicken, and then these are the ingredients that we need. And first we need to prepare the pressure canner. I'm doing quarts. And then I want to get a medium stock pot out and then combine the soy sauce, vinegar, honey, mirin, oil, sugar, and spices. Bring to a boil over medium heat and gently boil for 5 minutes. Then add the chicken cubes and gently boil them for another 5 minutes. So this is a hot pack recipe. So let's go ahead, and I'm getting my jars washed up right now, and I'm gonna get the canner fired up, so that's getting warm. So let's get this party started and start canning up some teriyaki chicken meal in a jar. As you can see here, I've got hot soapy water. I'm going to get my jars and lids and rings all washed up, my funnel, my debubbler, and my magnet. And we're going to go ahead and start getting the canner ready. Then I will take you over to the stove and we'll start getting ready for the hot pack. Okay, first on the list to go in is soy sauce. For a single batch, it would be 1 cup of soy sauce. But I'm making a double batch, so it'll be 2 cups of soy sauce. 2 cups of soy sauce. Recipe calls for a 1/4 cup of rice vinegar. So for doubling that batch, that is a 1/2 cup of rice vinegar. Next is 6 tablespoons of honey, or 3/4 cups of honey if you're doubling the batch. So this is organic raw honey from a local beekeeper. So we'll just add that in. turn the heat on low. We'll get the next ingredient. Next is the mirin. This is a rice cooking wine, sweet and savory. I was told that this definitely enhances the flavor, but I think you could use any type of rice cooking wine or like a white wine if you don't have it. So with 6 tablespoons of the mirin, or 3/4 cups of mirin if you're doubling. Next is the toasted sesame seed oil. This is 4 teaspoons, so it'll be 8 teaspoons altogether. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Next is 2/3 of packed brown sugar. So this is a 1/3 cup. I'll be doing this 4 times. There's 2. There's 3. There's 4. Next is garlic powder. So it's 2 teaspoons, so I need 4. 2, 3, 4. Next is the ground powdered ginger. I need 2 tablespoons of that. So it will be 4. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4. Next up and last of the seasonings is the salt. I'm using a Redmond's real salt, and it's 2 teaspoons of salt, so I need 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and give this a stir. And all stirred up. This is the sauce that's going in the teriyaki chicken. All right, so in a medium stock pot, combine the soy sauce, vinegar, honey, mirin, oil, sugar, and spices. Bring to a boil over medium-high heat and gently boil for 5 minutes. And then we're gonna add the chicken that's already cut up and cubed, ready to go. And then gently boil that for 5 minutes. And then we're gonna start jarring it up. So let's go ahead and we'll get this boiling for 5 minutes. Once we get there, let me turn it up. And then we can add the chicken and let that boil for 5 minutes. All right, as you can see, it is boiling. I have set the timer for 5 minutes. And yeah, I'll bring you back when we add the chicken. All right, that's the 5 minutes for the sauce to be cooking. Now it's time to add the chicken. All right, just washing my hands after handling that raw chicken. And let me and dry, and then we'll give that a stir. All right. Give that a good stir. And then this needs to boil for 5 minutes as well. So we'll go ahead and let that come up to temperature and I'll bring you back. All right, it's come to a boil and I've already set the timer for 5 minutes. And I'm just gonna give it a stir every once in a while. So it cooks evenly. Remember, this is a hot pack. And we won't be putting any thickener in the teriyaki chicken until you're ready to cook it. Then you can thicken this up when you're ready to serve it, but don't thicken it up because it's not, I don't know if it's safe or not. So I've heard of some people using clear gel, but I don't know if that's okay to use because that gets really thick, and I don't know if the heat will get in where it needs to get to. So the best way is to just do what I'm doing with the sauce and the meat, and then when it's time to eat it, that's when I thicken the sauce up, and then you can add, sprinkle the sesame seeds on top and over your rice. And so, all right, I'll be back when this is ready to jar it up. Okay, so for the first part is I'm going to put all the meat in all 6 jars first with a slotted spoon, and then pour the sauce in, and if there's any left over, that's gonna be dinner tonight. So that'd be all right. If this works, I'd definitely make it again if we like it. This is my first time making this, if I haven't mentioned it. So you only want us to go with liquid and everything to 1 1/4 inch headspace. So I'm thinking probably just a little, like right up to here, because this is 1 inch, so somewhere down there. And you can do these in pints too, but the quarts seem to be good size for my husband and I when we're eating a meal together. Yeah, I don't think there's going to be any leftovers. So we might have to have one of these jars for dinner, and then I can tell you how it went. Alright, so now it's time for the broth. And just kind of split it up, and then it can be topped off with water or broth. We'll go ahead and debubble those and see where we're at. This one looks like it don't need any. All right, we're definitely gonna need some water, some a little more than others, so let me get that and I'll be right back. Okay, I got some boiling water here that I just brewed up from my Cuisinart, and we are just going to add a little bit of water to about the 1¼ inch headspace. And we'll another poke and mix that water in. Just kind of see where they're at. I think they look good. We'll find out if we get siphoning or not. All right, so now that we've debubbled and added more liquid, I used hot water, we're gonna just go ahead and clean these rims. It's just some white vinegar to get all the stuff off because we want to make sure we get a good seal. Back around, have my finger on there, and you can see these are definitely a little dirty. Plus I was quite messy. So the canner water is hot, the jars are hot. This is a hot pack method. Over this one again, I didn't switch it around. Let me double check that one. All right, good thing I did. All right, so now we're ready to put the lids and rings on. Fingertip tight. Last one. All right, so these are ready to go in the canner. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and put them in the canner and follow the instructions for my canner, for my All-American. And I will bring you back when these are done. So it'll be a while because we're gonna process these for 90 minutes because there's chicken in there. This processing is for 90 minutes. If you're doing pints, it would be 75 minutes. And I'm doing 10 pounds of pressure for my altitude. Double check your pressure where you live to make sure you're using the correct poundage as well. So safe canning is you do need to, follow your guidelines for where you live and also know what you're doing. So always double check, and I'm gonna get these in the canner and I will see you after they've cooled and come out. So here's the chicken teriyaki all canned up. I think we're gonna try one of these for dinner tonight. So stay till the end and I'll show you what it looks like plated up. I did have a little bit of siphoning, but not too bad. But these are all gonna go for basically instant meals almost on your pantry shelf. Just add some rice, warm this up, and then when you make this, you thicken it before you serve it. So when you're heating this up and getting ready for dinner, thicken up the sauce, make your rice, pour this in your container, what you're cooking it in, and then once it's all heated up, pour it over the rice, add some sesame seeds on top, and you have a meal. That's less than 30 minutes. So if you like this video, please smash that like button and share this video with anyone who might be interested in canning chicken teriyaki. I haven't made this before, so we'll be doing a taste test, like I said, and I will show you at the end what it looks like and let you know if it's a thumbs up or a thumbs down. But I can't imagine it being a thumbs down, but anyway. I want to thank you for watching, and looking forward to doing some gardening content as soon as the weather breaks. We're still snow and under freezing, so thank you for watching again, and we'll see you at the next one. God bless. Happy canning. Bye.